Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Brandon here at the Time Machine DTLA. We are in the Neon Diner. This is my girl Cynthia right here. We're about to do a lighting breakdown to get a beautiful shot for your next music video, your next film, or photo shoot. So I'm gonna break down kind of the lighting that we have around us. All of this lighting is actually included with the studio. So you'll be able to replicate this exact shot if you want to, or make it your own. Let's get into it. All right, so when you walk in the studio, this is what you'll see. House lights on, nothing interesting happening. So the first thing we're gonna do is turn the house lights off. Thank you, Linda. All right, so with the house lights off, we have our key light. This is a by temperature light, so you're able to dial in the color temperature. It's at 5200 Kelvin right now, and we have a softbox and a grid. The grid basically helps you control the light so it doesn't spill everywhere. So my key light is positioned right here and my camera is on the opposite side or the shadow side, and shooting on the shadow side just gives you a lot more dimension to your subject's face. All right, now we're gonna turn on the RGB strips of the set. So included in your rental is this remote right here, and you just wanna point it at all of these sensors, on, and then up here as well. Okay, so now you see it is looking like a vibe, but I wanna fill in the room just a little bit more with some ambient light. So we have this one right here, and we're actually just gonna point it straight up into the ceiling, and that kind of just fills in some of the shadows a little bit. All right, and as a bonus, you can put a backlight or kind of like a hair light behind your subject. So we have this one with the Fresnel lens right here, and then we have some cinefoil to block most of it, just so the light doesn't go over a large area. We're cutting it down, and we're gonna lift this up just to give a little separation between our talent and the background. Kind of depends on what you're shooting. For a music video, this might look cool, but if it's like a short film narrative or something, it might look a little random that there's like a spotlight on it. You know, it's a creative choice, but it is something you can do. And then even if you wanted to mount a light up on the ceiling, that way it's a little bit more of a backlight and less of a side light, that is an option as well. So the reason my key light is positioned right here is to get what we call Rembrandt lighting. It is a technique to get a triangle under your subject's face on the darker side. So in order to achieve this look, have your talent close their eye that's closest to your key light and face the opposite way. And then have them turn their face until they barely see the light in their eye. There you go. And then as you can see, there is a triangle underneath their eye on the darker side of their face. So this setup is currently short lit, which means our camera is on the shadow side. Let me show you the opposite in comparison. So this is what the opposite looks like with our key light on the camera side, and it still looks good. It's just a different look. What we had before is a little more dramatic. This is a little more clean, but today we're going for dramatic. So we're gonna put the key light back over there. All right, y'all, and that is a wrap on this lighting tutorial. Lighting is just so important to me. It's absolutely my favorite part about filmmaking. And you know, when I'm on a set for whether it's my own project or for a client, I like to take my time with lighting. She's a director and she often hires me to film her projects, and she knows how particular I am about lighting and how much she just wants to move on. But it is a collaboration, and that is why our projects turn out the way they do. So take your time next time you're lighting a project, and do your research, do your homework, and try new things. The only way you're gonna get better at lighting is by actually doing it.